The movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is about Randall McMurphy, who is played by Jack Nicholson, a criminal who is transferred to a mental institution for evaluation. He doesn't look like he has any mental illness, he just pretends he does so that he doesn't have to serve his time in prison, but in a hospital since it's more relaxed. Throughout the whole movie, Jack Nicholson plays the anti-authority character. He becomes the leader of all the men in his institution, and they basically become his followers. The main climax of the movie is when McMurphy plans his escape of the hospital. He calls Candy, who is a party girl they had picked up earlier in the movie, and tells her to bring a friend and some alcohol so they can have a party. McMurphy bribes the guard, and the girls crawl through a window late at night. At the end of the night, right when McMurphy is about to leave with another man from the hospital, he tells Billy that he should sleep with Candy. All of the drinking and medication they were taking made these grown men go on a rampage. Eventually, everyone, including McMurphy, fell asleep. The next morning, Nurse Ratched came in and discovered what had happened. She confronts Billy and threatens to tell his mother. Soon after, Billy commits suicide. After discovering his body, McMurphy attempts to murder Nurse Ratched by almost strangling her to death. That is when they did the operation on his brain, which basically made him brain dead. Once he is escorted back to his bed, the chief smothers him with a pillow because he doesn't want McMurphy to have to live in that horrible state. Those scenes were definitely the most important ones in the movie. They really show how much of an impact McMurphy had on all the men in the institution, especially Chief. At the beginning of the movie, you can tell when McMurphy is trying to teach Chief how to play basketball, they would end up being friends. It plays a huge role in this. It turns out that Chief wasn't deaf and mute, as everyone once thought he was. Friendship plays a huge role in this movie, especially at the ending. When Chief smothers McMurphy, it really shows that he didn't want his only friend in the hospital to have to suffer for the rest of his life. You can really tell that they came a long way since the beginning of the movie. This movie was a psychological drama because it really makes you feel for the characters. The whole movie is about the process of the minds of the characters rather than their physical actions. Usually in psychological dramas, the conflict is mainly within the character's own mind and not really with another person. For example, McMurphy had to act as if he were crazy. He had to decide whether he wanted to escape when he wanted to escape. It was all one big mind game.
Open your mouth.
The main topics that this movie focused on were definitely friendship and anti-authority. During the whole movie, you see the psychological development of the characters as they begin to follow and trust McMurphy. Even though he's making them do things they know they shouldn't be doing, he becomes like a friend and a mentor to all these mentally challenged guys by defying the rules of the hospital. My overall impression of the movie was that it didn't win all those awards for nothing. It was a very good movie. Jack Nicholson was an amazing actor that was chosen for the part. He really knew how to play Randall McMurphy well. All of the actors in this movie were really spectacular because they could play the part of a mentally challenged or somewhat crazy people, when in reality they are totally regular people. This movie was very well done, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to watch it. Thank you.